The rain has stopped. It's a bit of a preview of fall, and just finished up a bike ride with the kids. What's going on, everybody? Jeremy Hritz here. Courage Pays Better Than Fear, here with the Friday wrap-up driven episode. Courage Pays Better Than Fear. And the rain was an omen yesterday because the Bears showed up for their invitation on August 1st, as they typically do. As seasonality says, that we have had a red day on the SPY the last 15 out of 19 Augusts, I believe, and that was the case today. The SPX closes down 101 points. At one point in time, it was down about 124 points, and really you just saw big, massive red candles, bearish engulfing candles across the board. And again, needed, necessary. We've been talking about for a while on the channel that a pullback, a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a correction is necessary. It's nothing to freak out about. It's just part of the market, and that's what we got today. And who knows how long it will last. But typically when you get a strong red Friday like we did today, it is followed up by a red Monday. So be prepared for that. And there's a chart that I want you guys to look at. Again, I don't edit these driven videos. They're just uploaded, put the little logo in there, and that's it. But go look at last August when we had the flash crash off of weak labor data. The unemployment rate came in a smidge higher and everybody panicked and things sold down. Now the unemployment rate today went from 4.1% to 4.2%, which is part of the reason why we saw the weakness in the market. It was also the non-farm payrolls came in later than expected, but also too, August 1st is when tariffs were to take place, and they've taken place. So you put all those things together on top of a hawkish Jerome Powell from the lack of a Fed decision on Wednesday, and you get the volatility that we saw today. The VIX spiked. Interestingly, the 10-year Treasury dropped hard, and that was very interesting to see, because typically with downward pressure on stocks, you see that 10-year pop, and it didn't. So kind of interesting paying attention to that. And really, there's no notable green to speak of from the markets today. Reddit did move. It did fly high off of its earnings. Apple, off of its earnings, you saw a little bit of a move higher, but then it dumped today, which is what I put out in the earnings preview video I thought would happen. Now, I thought it would come down to 190. It didn't get there yet. It got down to 202, but I do think there's a little bit lower to go on that. Amazon got pummeled. Roku got pummeled. And even Microsoft and Meta, after the big pushes that they had, they gave back a ton of those gains today. So really, what is happening? We're entering that weak seasonal period that typically lasts from August through October. The bottom will come in typically in October if this is just going to be your run-of-the-mill correction. And then best 6 months, November through April. So this is just all part of the course. And I don't know where I heard it today, but it's not the first time I heard it. May have been on CNBC, because I do listen to CNBC. I do like Joe, Becky, and Andrew there, Squawk Box. And as much hate as Kramer gets, I like Kramer there when he comes on at around 9 o'clock. You know, they're on the background when I'm trading. But anyway, somebody said today, I forget who it was, but they were speaking, and they said, if you can't handle days like today in the market, if you can't handle, let's say you have long-term positions, your portfolio, if you can't handle seeing red and you can't handle having losing days, then being part of the stock market is not for you, because it's just a natural part of this process. And it happens over time. You get hardened to it. It's like, all right, here we go. We got some selling. But the way you have to frame it and look at it is it's opportunity. Number one, opportunity to go short, to buy puts, to play the downside. Because typically when you see bearish moves, they're fast and furious, they're quick. But also too, things are going to be coming down to value areas to where there are good opportunities to take them long. So that's the way you need to frame this. These are opportunities that are being put together. And one that I'm watching very closely, UNH continues to fall. Can it hit that 188 number? Man, it's still got a ways to go. I think it closed at like 241, maybe 239. If I can get 188 on that, I'm all over it. So watching that one. But that's going to be it for Driven. Just wanted to do a short one here. I will have a full-length market preview for you guys. I'm probably going to go live on Sunday, live stream that for you. Again, I'm kind of tweaking things here with the channel, figuring out how I'm going to proceed. I've just been focusing on the long content, but I am missing putting the shorts together. So just trying to figure out what's best for the channel. But any feedback that you guys have, would love to hear it in the comments below. Smash that subscribe button if you would. And what do you think? Red Monday? Green Monday? Where are we headed? Let me know. Love you guys. Make it a great day.